He's a child of God too, just in case you didn't know that. I also would like to definitely acknowledge at this time, he is, I would say, my captain or my co-captain as we take Overtown to the next level. He is the vice chair of the Overtown area. He is it's obvious who he is because he's always been a friend. Even before I got on the city commission, he's always fought for people in this community. And I'm so excited to have him sitting on the side of me as the vice chair. And he's the man that's helping us push for the very first time to actually see projects come out of the ground. I want you to make sure you give him a great round of applause. That $50 million initiative where we're going to see physical projects happening, I want to make sure that we give him a round of applause for all of his efforts to make sure that it's done right. Please put your hands together for Vice Chair of the CRA, Mr. Willie Gordon.
Wow, after that introduction, it's very difficult to do. Well, as a rookie activist, I had the opportunity to work with the Reverend Gibson. And I saw his work, and saw his dreams. And I have to tell you from the personal story, at age 13, 14, I was a troublemaker. Let me tell you, I was going to end up in the wrong place. I got involved in sports. That changed my whole life. That's why this park and all the parks in the city of Miami is so important. Not only for the kids, for sports, it brings them together. It teaches them how to be team players and how to be leaders. But at the same time, we have the art, the musician, the art part, which is just as important. It's not all sports, but it's art also. So I want to thank all of you, Special Commissioner Spence Jones. You've done a great job, and I'll be there to support you all the way. I think this is a great event. We look forward to seeing a lot of these kids in the future. They'll be becoming your leaders in this town. Thank you. God bless you all.
Chairman Suarez, just a second ago said to me, it is a great day in Overtown. It is a great day in the city. Let's give everybody a hand for making this a great day. And thank you, Willie, just for loving Overtown and loving this community and constantly pushing to make sure they get the very best. With that being said, I would like to, at least before we officially get into the remarks from our park staff, our CIP staff, and of course, you already know him. His name is Emmanuel Washington. We call him what? Pop! But before we get to that, I'd like to at least acknowledge someone that I think is a wonderful, wonderful, I'm going to call him a champion for all people. He is our city manager. He's pushed very hard to make sure that his staff stays on top of making sure this park gets built on time, and that it's of highest quality. So please put your hands together for our city manager, Mr. Johnny Martinez.
Thank you, Commissioner. I just want to say a few words, but before I do that, I understand that Commissioner Gord is going to challenge Mr. Starks to bench press in the gym, and wherever Neil Shiver is, Commissioner Suarez has been trash talking. He knows that the basketball gym is a year away, and he's going to challenge you to a dunk contest there. And my money's on Neil. Anyway, having said that, this community, and for that matter, the entire city of Miami, is very fortunate and blessed to have a commissioner like Michelle Spence Jones in their corner. She fights for you, but she does it in a very respectful way. She gets the point across, and she's always there, day in and day out, like Commissioner Suarez says, looking after her community. When it comes to protecting and improving the quality of life for her community, in my book, she's a gold medal winner every single day.
Right.
And just remember that great ideas without an advocate go nowhere, and you can't find a better advocate than Michelle Spence Jones for her community. I want to congratulate everybody that was part of making this asset a reality. Like the mayor said earlier, there's no better billboard than this park. As I drive by on the expressway with my friends and family, and we're taking the turn, everyone always asks, what is this? And I'm so proud to say it's one of the best projects the city of Miami has ever had. It's going to just bring so much togetherness to the community. It's going to be a jewel that everybody could be proud of, and everybody had a hand in this. Having said that, I just want to thank everybody for all the work that CIP, the CRA, the commissioners that supported this project did to get us to this point. Thank you very much.
With that being said, I'm going to now officially give you our remarks. First of all, it's truly an honor a pleasure and a blessing to be in your presence today to celebrate the opening of the new Theodore Gibson Park Sports Complex in historic Overtown. I'd like to acknowledge all of the elected officials that have shown up. I see some of their representatives here. I know Clarence has already mentioned some, but I do want to make sure I do acknowledge Dr. Mendengal. Where is, I know I saw her team and her staff, but you know she would have been here. She loves her district. Every city department that's here, we've already talked about them, but I just want to make sure that they don't go unnoticed, which is the Parks Department, the Communications Department, CIP, and all the other various departments that are here to support it. All of our community leaders that have showed up in numbers. I see Brother Lyle in the black back. I see Miney's Children's Trust. I see Thema Campbell from Girl Power. I see Dr. Nelson Adams. I see Luther Campbell. I see a whole bunch of people out here that showed up today. I definitely want to make sure that we give all of them a hand for showing up today. They came out today to celebrate what we know is, I think, one of the baddest parks, not only in District 5, I'm going to say in the city of Miami. So we appreciate your love for showing up today and being a part of that. I also want to make sure that I acknowledge, and you'll hear from both of them today, she's a woman that does need no introduction, but she is to us a shining light, a beacon of light, of hope here in Overtown. She has a Gibson charter school right down the street, but this facility today, we're not naming it because it's already been named that. We are rededicating it. But let's give Miss Thelma Gibson a hand, the wife of late Theodore Gibson. And her grandson for being here today. And of course, we already mentioned, and you'll hear from him as well, former NFL player Dwayne L. Starks. And I got to say this to you. A lot of people go off to the league, but a lot of them don't come back to do anything. Here's a brother that actually came back and did something. So let's give him a hand. Appreciate that. I'd also like to acknowledge, wherever they are, anybody that's a part of the Overtown Optimist Club, the coaches, and the parents and the kids that are with us here today. This is for you. We are truly excited about what's happening, but if Pop, Ben, and your whole team, wherever you guys are, please stand so that they can be acknowledged, or wherever you are, just wave your hand.
All right.
Parents, too. Today is a great day in Overtown. It is the grand opening of what we call the Beacon of Light for Overtown. It is the spark of a new beginning for historic Overtown. A few months ago, we launched a campaign called Believe. The whole purpose of the campaign was to inspire, empower, and transform our communities. Today, we are transforming. Gibson Park transformed into a world-class park for all residents who live here in, not only in this community, but live in Overtown and outside of Overtown. Right? Let's give a hand. It's not just for Overtown residents. We want you to come from all over here. I'd also like to thank all those community leaders that showed up, because we had a lot of charrettes. I mean, we shredded everybody to death on this, right? We wanted to make sure that everybody's input was included, and of course, you can't do everything that comes out in these charrettes, but we really tried to make sure that we vetted everything out during these charrettes, and we had them on evenings, we had them on weekends, we had them all over. So we're excited about that, but I do want to acknowledge, first of all, this part kind of went through a lot of different phases. It started with our first CIP director. I don't know if Ola Aluka's here. Let's give Ola a hand. It started with him. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Ola got beat up about, I think you took the most beatings, and then you left, and then for a good cause. And then Albert Sosa brought it across the line. Well, I don't know where he is. Albert Sosa chilling out in the shade in the back. Brought us across the finish line. Juan Pascual, we actually started off with a different park director. I believe that was Ernest Burkeen, but Juan Pascual, wherever you are, he brought us across the finish line. We want to thank everyone for their efforts, because this is a new state-of-the-art sports complex that our young people, old and young, can be proud of. It's a place where families can come and be safe engage in various sports activities. I also see a lot of our pastors, because I know y'all prayed a lot. Where's Reverend Willie Williams? I think I saw him somewhere. Where's Rada Bethel? I know they were in the house. I don't know if he's gone by now. He's chilling in the shade over there as well. And of course, St. John's. This is y'all backyard, right? St. John's is in the house. Y'all going to continue to pray to make sure we have some safe parks. And then also, I definitely want to make sure you see all the men in blue wherever they are. Where are they? Our chief and our commander and our major, all of them. Gomez, Arosa, where's Najee? I don't know if she's here. But we want to especially acknowledge them because we want to make sure that this park remains safe for our children to play in. So let's give the men and women in blue a hand. Today, you'll get a chance to tour the site. This state-of-the-art complex is equipped with an Olympic-sized pool. So we got some Michael Phelps going on in that pool, right? We're going to create some Olympic heroes right here in this Olympic-sized pool, right? Only thing we're missing now is that we're going to have a gym. The gym is coming, so we can have a little Gabby coming up out of here too, right? A year from now, we'll have Gabby in the gym. We also have the artificial turf. You know, I think we probably have the largest football field in, I'm going to reach and say Miami-Dade County in our parks. If not, if it ain't true, then that's okay. You'll go with it anyway, right? I know that it may not be NFL style, but I definitely know that it is college or university material. So let's give that, so we're gonna have Dwayne actually test it out for us to make sure that it's adequate. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room, a splash park, Vita course, and so much more. And don't forget, in phase 2 of the park, we have a wonderful, wonderful gym that's on its way that will have great breakout rooms for learning and special activities. And so we've also been working along with the Miami Heat to help us design the gymnasium. So we know it's going to be hot, right?
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to have our USA team, our dream team, right here in the heart of Overtown.
Yeah, right here.
So I say in closing, today I'm standing on the shoulders of officials that have paved the way for me. It's not about me. It's about Miller Dawkins. It's about Athley Range. It's about the late Arthur Teal. It's about Reverend Richard Dunn. And it is also about Theodore Gibson. This is, give me a hand. Mr. Gibson was a pioneer in this community who fought hard so that African Americans could have a place to play and learn in facilities just like the one we have today. As we honor our past leaders with this rededication of Theodore Gibson Park, we'll also honor our present leaders who are doing great things in our community. One such man you're going to see today is Mr. Dwayne Starks. Mr. Starks grew up playing Optimist football, just like the kids you see here today. He excelled in sports and went on to play professional football in the NFL, but he never forgot where he came from. Through his foundation, he continues to give back to the Overtown community and the Optimist Club. Every year he sponsored a wonderful Christmas event for the kids here in Overtown. The city is honored to have him with us today, and we will officially name the football field after him, the Dwayne L. Starks Fields of Dreams. God is good. It is my hope that every time a child sees that scoreboard with his name on it, that they will be inspired by his story and his accomplishments and believe in their dreams. In closing, as the chair of the Southeast Overtown Parkwest CRA, we are committed to transforming Overtown into the best place to live, work, and play. I want to acknowledge all of my CRA team because I cannot do anything without them. You already saw him earlier, Clarence. Let's give Clarence, he's our executive director, and he's been hammering away making sure projects get done. I don't know if Peter's here with us today, but he, like I said, he started the ball and we kept going with it. Peter Bogwood, let's acknowledge him. We acknowledge people for what they do. Our engineer, Mark Spinoli. I don't know where he is, but he made sure he was always out here all the time. And the rest of my CRA staff, please stand where you guys are. You guys did an outstanding job. And we have Priscilla. Anybody else I'm missing? Okay. Chelsea, she's so busy texting right now. I hope you cutting some deals over there for Overtown. Okay. With that being said, we just want to thank all the staff. This is just one of the examples of the many projects that we will continue to fund and support. We look forward to our residents enjoying the park, and will continue to work closely with the administration to make sure we have the proper programming and special events that our residents can enjoy. Once again, thank you for coming out today. As you leave, call a friend, call a family member, call a neighbor, and tell them to come to Gibson Park. Tell them to bring their kids to Gibson Park. Tell them to come be a part of making history. We have a long day celebration for all of our community, and we want everyone to participate. Once again, thank you, and may God continue to bless and keep you. Let's give everybody a hand.
Hey, good morning. I just want to say thank you to all of you, and how honored I am to be able to have worked on this facility and make it become a reality. And I want to remind everybody that it's just the first step. In a couple of months, we're going to break ground on the indoor basketball gym that's going to sit right behind this building. It'll be another great addition to the park. Just want to thank a few people. For all of us, I think we all need to thank Jonelle Adderley, who actually put the event together here today. Thank you to her. And I want to thank a few of my staff members that work, day in and day out on this specific project. Giovanni Rodriguez, Cecilia Wilson, Carlos Vasquez, and also our partners at the CRA, who ultimately help the Capital Improvements Department work through this process. Mark Spagnoli and Clarence Woods, thank you very much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much. All I'd like to say is that there's a time and there's a place for everything. In Overtown, this is your time and this is your place. And we at the Parks Department are here to work with you, with the Overtown Optimists, and all the other groups in making this facility one that we will all cherish and enjoy for many generations to come. Thank you very much.
Good morning. Good morning. Yes, still morning. I got 2 minutes. But I stand here today, and it'll be robbery if I really didn't acknowledge all the people who was involved in making this happen. So I may go a little bit over, but be patient with me, because at the end of the day, this is important. This is a historic moment in our life, and it deserves the time that it really needs. And I want to first of all give honor to God, because without Him, first in my life, I wouldn't be here. And if I was not here, the things that I have done in this life really wouldn't matter. So I want to first of all give honor to Him. Okay. And secondly, I want to, when you look at things in the vernacular of football, and we do football and all that stuff, you got team. I want to thank the team, because the acronym team means together, each or everyone achieves more. And that's what this was. This was a team effort. And in that team, you look at the offensive side of the team, you got to have a quarterback. And I got to give it up to Michelle Smith-Jones, because she truly was the quarterback of our team making it happen. And then, of course, that team got to have a strong line. I mean, with the mayor and the 4 other commissioners filling in that line, they played a significant role in making sure that not only the things that she talked about and the things that we want as a community made them come to fruition, because they had to push forward a lot of things that people did not want to see happen. But they pushed it forward, and today we're here. And on the defensive side of the ball, you got the county commissioners, and of course, with our strong safeties and free safeties, we got our CRA, and of course the Parks and Recreation. We got so many people that's a part of this team. And most of all, the biggest part of the team is the fans. The fans make it all happen. You guys, all of you are a part of that. Those who we didn't mention by name or in position, you are the fans. You're the ones that made sure all of this actually happened. And today, I just really want to say thank you, because 48 years ago, we sat in this space right here. Is the place where I learned to swim. 48 years ago is the place that I learned the principles that guide my life, right here. So here it is, now we're back. And then I grew up to not only take part in growing up here, but now became a part directly when they transformed to Theodore R. Gibson Park. The first park director that actually, when they opened this facility, when Parks and Recreation, Juan was on board at the time. But the bottom line is that the things that I did here, I poured into the individuals around me. Individuals like Ben Hanks, Derek Rudolph. Now today, Ben Hanks is the park manager of this park. Grew up right in this community. So when you strictly think about things like, can anything good come out of Overtown? Yes. Yes, it can. Yes, it can. So today, I have so much more I can pour, but I want to just at least acknowledge our past president, the ministers, Bishop Adams, Pastor Willie Williams, all the people who are involved in the Optimist program. You are so valuable, so important to what we do here today. It's incredible. So if I didn't mention you by name, it's not because I slighted you. It's because you're part of the team. And we thank you today for being here and for doing all you've done.